Hello and welcome. I'm your host, Ruby Gill, and I feel honored to welcome you all on the behalf of Lovely Professional University for taking a keen interest in today's webinar entitled as Career Prospects in Architecture and Design. And I'm sure that you all will feel enriched with the knowledge after the completion of today's webinar. So kindly allow me to introduce our experts. Dr. Atul Kumar Singla, Dean, School of Architecture and Design, Lovely Professional University, and Chairman of Indian Institute of Architecture, Jalandhar, Punjab. Doctorate from School of Planning and Architecture, New Delhi. He's a dynamic professional who owns 4 disciplines, which are architecture, interior design, planning, and industrial design, with more than 800 students at various levels from diploma, degree, master's, and PhD. Moreover, he has researched in the fields of parametric softwares, generative and biomimetic designs while working with internationally acclaimed professionals of London. To his credit, he has also worked with Calford Sedan in London, which is a multidisciplinary design and construction firm at London Bridge. Furthermore, he is the chief architect for Lovely Professional University, and the design and supervision of this mammoth is overseen by him. So, sir, it's a privilege to have you on board with us today. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Additionally, I would also like to welcome our admission expert, Ms. Megha Singh, Assistant Professor, Lovely Professional University. Her expertise lies in human resource management, and currently she is involved in research related to social causes. And attendees today, she'll give you an insight of eligibility, fee, and scholarship, which I'm sure will make you save a lot of money. And in addition to that, she'll also be sharing the infrastructure part of the university. So thank you, ma'am, for joining us. So with this, we'll begin our today's webinar. So I welcome you all once again to the webinar and hope that you all will have a great interaction with the experts. So over to you, Dr. Atul Kumar Singla, sir, for the content of the day.
Thank you. I hope the presentation is visible.
Yes, sir, it is.
Okay, thank you so much for the opportunity. So we are looking at the School of Architecture and Design, and this first slide shows the building of the school. And you can see we are located in the heart of the campus, very beautiful location in front of greens. We have a large green area in front of the building. And we are very blessed to have this building with us because we have excellent infrastructure at our disposal. Next slide, please. So if you look at the structure of LPU, you'll see that we are divided into 3 faculties, and the School of Architecture and Design lies under the Faculty of Business and Arts. So you can see, among other schools, we are with the School of Faculty of Business and Arts. We are accredited with the Council of Architecture. Our BArch courses and MArch courses are accredited with Council of Architecture. Also, the Indian Institute of Town Planners the planning courses are accredited with them. So both esteemed bodies, and we are accredited with them. All our courses are accredited with them. School of Architecture and Design was ranked, School of Architecture and Design was ranked in 2021 in the Government of India NIRF rankings. We were ranked number 12th among all architecture schools of India. It's a grand achievement by the school of getting a rank number 12 among all architecture schools in India. In the Outlook Eye Care Rankings 2021, we were ranked number 6th in India and the best institute in Punjab. So number 1 in Punjab and number 6 all over India. Other than the accrediting bodies, we have also got academia and industry tie-ups with many, industrial bodies. For example, the Indian Society of Heating, Refrigeration, and Air Conditioning, ISHRAE. We have a student chapter which is part of the school. We are members of the Indian Institute of Architects. We have regular associations, regular get-togethers with the IA, and we have experts from all over India visiting the campus, associating with IIA. Also, you can see we have a student chapter of IGBC in the school, which is the Indian Green Building Council. We do collaborative research with the Punjab Municipal Infrastructure Development Company. Our students and our faculty members work with them. We are in association with PEDA, which is the Punjab Energy Development Agency, again working with them. ASSOCHAM, we have signed an MOU with them, and their experts take regular classes of our students, regular lectures of our students. So that's a great association because industry-oriented professionals come and teach courses at LPU. We have MOU with Smart Habitat Foundations, again, a professional body which is looking at airports all over India. Our students are members of NASA and NOSPLAN. So both student organizations of the architecture and planning students, and our students regularly go and attend events, workshops all over India and participate and win trophies in both these associations. We work very closely with the Indian Institute of Architects, and you can see the grand panel here. We are in close association with IIA and their professionals. Their experts from all over India regularly visit the campus and share their ideas and their projects and their experiences with the children, with the students. In terms of faculty, we are very blessed to have a very diverse range of faculty members with a cumulative experience of more than 300 years from the top institutes of India and the world. You can see some top professionals from top institutions like IIT Delhi, SPA Delhi, CEPT, Architectural Association. So we have a bank of 60 plus faculty members that includes full-time as well as visiting faculty members. You can see faculty members from NID. So some great institutions, and it's an amazing experience for the students to learn from such a diverse and such a educated and well-experienced faculty bank. Here we are just sharing some of the achievements by our students when they regularly participate in competitions. You can see one of our students, third year students, winning the envelope design competition by the government of Rajasthan, winning the first prize. You can see an international design competition where our students won the prize, the House in Forest design competition in France. And the great thing is that they beat not only fellow students, but professionals from various design and architecture companies and worldwide companies. Again, winners at the zonal NASA convention, students winning trophies. Some other academic achievements, you can see the setting up of the IGBC student chapter at LPU campus, getting the rolling trophy for the best architecture school in India from A3 Foundation, Chandigarh, and our students winning A3 Design Awards, Futuristic Design and Interior Design Award. Another competition, international competition, students winning the competition. Aquatecture competition 2018, organized by Archasm, international competition. Again, our students winning the competition. In terms of research, the school prides itself with a very active participation in research. We have a publication count of more than 150 with more than 70 patents filed and regular international conferences and collaborative research happening in the school. These are just some glimpses from some of the events which are regularly happening at the campus. You can see guest lectures from acclaimed and renowned architects like architect Rajewal, who has been to the campus multiple times, sharing his experiences with the students. You can see here architect Charanjit Singh Shah, who is also known as the Airport King, delivering lecture on creating sustainable smart infrastructure. Workshops is a regular affair at LPU. You can see Laurie Baker Centenary Workshop, where students work hands-on with building materials, looking at the concepts of architect Laurie Baker. Software workshops, again a regular affair, where students work on softwares which are used globally. This is one of the strengths of the school, and students do very well in global softwares. These are some glimpses from the niche IPM, the international conference, which is held every year at LPU. You can see this is the last edition, 2021 edition. You can see, two great personalities. You can see architect C.R. Raju, who is the chairman of IIA, and architect Habib Khan, who is the president of Council of Architecture. Both of them were part of the conference. And among others, we had architect Raj Rewal, architect Utpal Sharma, architect Puneet Sethi, international architects. So a very diverse group of participants and speakers and guests attending the conference. You can see some other glimpses of the conference. You can see architects from Bangladesh, from Sri Lanka, ITPI Chair President, Dr. M.S.D.S. Meshram. You can see architects from Italy, Washington, US, architects from Australia. And these are the proceedings which were launched in the conference. Site visits, again, is a very regular affair at LPU. We want students to gain practical hands-on exposure. So students regularly visit sites and look at the development of a building, and how a building develops from design to actual implementation. Just another example of students visiting the site of an architect, first visiting the office and then the site of an architect in Kolkata, French architect. Cultural performances. Our students are regularly part of all the cultural events which are happening regularly at LPU. You can see just glimpses from two of the amazing events which are part of LPU, the One World and the One India, where students showcase their talents and the culture and the cuisine and the architecture of various countries and various states of India. These are just some glimpses of our students participating in these events. A few other glimpses from such events, regular events. Right. In terms of careers, students who graduate from the School of Architecture and Design look at various options, look at various careers which they go into. Looking at architecture, obviously, as a hardcore profession, practicing architecture or working as an architect with some big firm. Architecture conservation, where they look at restoring old buildings. Urban design, where they look at bigger, scope, city level developments. Construction project management, they're looking at the management side of the building activity, the timeline, the costing of a building. Landscape architecture, looking at the landscape and horticulture side of the architecture. Set design, architectural photography, and architectural journalism. Just few of the careers where our students diversify into multitude of careers. Similarly, you can see careers in interior design, where students go into hardcore interior design as well as product design. There's some go into furniture design, join companies, or open up their own offices. Set design, ergonomy, user experience design, again a very rich and upcoming field where high packages are being offered by the industry. Exhibition design, a very strong field again where students diversify into. And among others, there are professions like automobile design, healthcare design, graphic design, CAD experts where they teach softwares, and color technology, just some of the other careers. Also in urban planning, students go into hardcore urban planning or infrastructure planning, housing, transportation, and become GIS experts in a particular software which is used by planning. Students can go into corporate jobs, obviously work with big firms who are offering jobs in architecture, planning, interior design. Students go into government jobs or go for higher studies in India or abroad, go for research with companies or government bodies who are involved into research. Entrepreneurship, students trying to open up their own offices, which could happen in their hometowns or in metros, or go and study abroad for higher studies, whether they are doing their masters or PhDs. So these are just some of the examples of our students doing internships or corporate jobs. You can see some of our students who are working in Congo, Portugal. They've been doing their internships there, internships in Spain and Germany. These are urban planning internships in Government of Punjab, Department of Government Engineering Department in Bogra, in Gwalior. These are some of the architecture corporate jobs, students working with Aga Khan Trust and students working with Total Environment, Dharam Consulting, MNC-based company, or CKCPL. Interior design, just some of the glimpses of our students working with Valify, Benzara Homes, Essentia Environments, just some of the firms where interior design students are placed. Similarly, urban design, students working with firms like Artec Infra, Tilla Consultants, Yashi Consultancy as planners and also as GIS experts. These are some of the other firms where our students are placed. You can see some big names there: Asian Paints, DLF, Architect Hafiz Contractor. Some big architecture firms here like the Christopher Charles Binninger, CP Kukreja, Terry Institute, Studio Arcom, again big Sanjay Puri architects. And these are some of the planning firms where our students are placed: Tilla Consultants, REPL, the Department of Arunachal Pradesh, the local government, the Town Planning Department of Arunachal Pradesh, Bhubaneswar Smart City Mission. And these are the interior design firms: Pepperfry, Hero, Havels, PVR, Asian Paints. So just some of the big brands which are associated with LPU, and our students are regularly placed. These are some of the government jobs where our students are placed in Bhutan, in Arunachal, Bhubaneswar, Jalandhar. You can see some other government jobs secured by the students in Bhutan and in Patna. Higher education, these are some of the institutes in India where our students are pursuing their higher education. IIT Roorkee, Kharagpur, Mumbai, Guwahati, School of Planning and Architecture, New Delhi. And these are just some of the students doing their masters from IIT Mumbai, Guwahati, New Delhi, School of Planning and Architecture, New Delhi. These are some of the entrepreneurs, successful entrepreneurs from urban planning, opening up their own firms and doing very well. Monarch developers and engineering consultants, interior design, some of the entrepreneurs opening up their own offices. And these are some of the architecture students who have opened up their own offices and doing very well, doing projects all over India and securing handsome packages from their clients. Again, some of the international global universities where our students are studying. You can see names from Italy, Canada, Germany, London. There's some of these students who are studying in Canada, Australia, Ottawa. Right. So in terms of to secure these placements, to secure these higher education, placements, what are the skills that you need? Obviously, this is the job of our teachers and mentors who regularly work with the students and develop these skills in the students. Obviously, you need to know to have analytical skills in design and architecture. So this is something which your mentors will continuously groom you towards. Creativity, obviously, it's a very creative profession. We are looking for students who are very creative, who are able to develop designs, new designs. Communication skills are very important when you are dealing with clients. Technical skills in terms of softwares, in terms of drafting skills, in terms of software 3D modeling skills, and also the skill of working in teams with various professionals from. Obviously, students, when they get these skills, they are looking for companies with a very good profile. They're looking for good salary packages and they're looking for career growth. So our job as a school and our mentor's job is to put you through in touch with these firms, the kind of firms that you're looking for, and to secure these packages for you. So for that, various roadmaps are put together by the school, which include credited as well as non-credited inputs. So we'll just see examples of some of these roadmaps where your mentors and your faculty members take you through from first year to fifth year through a roadmap, which could be, working with the IGBC student chapter, working with local architects, working on, online courses, doing live projects, and finally to develop an online portfolio with amazing academic work so that you can easily secure a placement with top firms which you are looking to secure. So similar example for urban planning, a roadmap for the students to secure placements. This is just an example of the kind of CV, kind of portfolio which the students are able to make, the kind of achievements they are able to showcase by the end of their final year. So now we are just looking at some of the infrastructure which is available at the disposal to the students and the faculty members. This is a glimpse of the library, state-of-the-art library with amazing book collection. We have all international, national journals at your disposal for research, for study. We have amazing labs where we have access to modern infrastructure like the laser cutter and the 3D printer for the students to work and develop their designs. Glimpses of our workshops, the carpentry workshop. Again, state-of-the-art machinery is available to make models and showcase their projects. Computer labs, we have again access to hardware, excellent hardware, and are used anywhere in the world are accessible to the students and are taught to the students. Just another example of a metal workshop, which is the disposal of the students. The 3D printer, which is used to develop modules. And a glimpse of the studio where students work on their design, develop their designs, and showcase their designs. Right, so I think that was a quick, concise round of architecture and design. I hope I've been able to showcase most of the things that the school offers and the profession offers. If you have any queries, I'll be happy to address them.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your vision. And I hope and I believe that attendees must have gained from this informative presentation and will be approach will do the approach towards the course accordingly. So thank you so much, sir. So we have few queries from our attendee. So with your permission, sir, can we take up those queries?
Please.
All right, sir. So, there is a attendee name Aginat, if I'm pronouncing it right. So the question from Aginat is that what significant challenges he's asking from you, sir, like from your academics, that what significant challenge did you face during your academics which you think are not existing at LPU?
Okay, that's a very complicated question.
Yes, an interesting one also.
Right. So I did my graduation from School of Planning and Architecture in New Delhi. So I did my graduation. I started in '98. So first of all, a lot of time has elapsed, and School of Planning and Architecture is a government school. But I can, very honestly say that there is a lot of difference in the way the education is pursued in SPA New Delhi and the way we pursue it today. First of all, the times have changed. The way the students are taught, were taught at that time, in our time, we were looking at manual drafting, we were looking at softwares, but the focus was not that much. There was a lot of reliant on self-study, whereas in LPU, your mentors and your tutors and your teachers are in regular touch with you, and there is a lot of answerability of the faculty members. And so that is one of the major differences between SPA and LPU. Also, our focus on live projects, our focus on hands-on learning, our focus on, in a way, taking the students through the professional live conferences. So that focus, that rigor, I think, is excellent at LPU. And as when I was in SPA, I think a lot of things which we wanted from our institution, now we have been able to implement here in LPU. I think the students can see the difference between the institutions.
Thank you so much, sir. So we'll take up another query from Bhavna. She wants to know that are there any facility of study tours to familiarize the students with the architectural styles and climate of different regions?
Yes. So this is a regular affair. Every year, the students go for two study tours, one in the summer and one in the winter. Also, there's a provision of experiential learning, where for a week or so, the students visit architectural offices or sites and gain experience on projects. Could be historical projects, could be modern projects, could be shopping malls, or could be, any projects which an architect wants to showcase. And so the idea is to learn from actual projects on site from the architects. It's a regular affair. Every year it happens.
Thank you so much, sir. So, sir, with this, we'll move on to our next query that is from Gur Kamaljeet Singh, and he wants to know that what is the on-campus initiatives to nurture the entrepreneurial talent of the students?
Right. So like I mentioned in the presentation also, there is a system of roadmap. So if a student is very clear that you want to open up your own offices, you want to become an entrepreneur, so you can get in touch with your mentors, even your faculty members and your HODs will guide you that what are the intricacies, what are the things that you will require to open up your own offices. You will be trained in professional practice. You will be trained in, what are the legal compliances in terms of Council of Architecture, your registration with the Council of Architecture, what are the challenges that you face. The overall grooming of the student has to be done to open up their own offices. Also, when you are training, when you are working for experiential learning, when you are going and visiting offices of architects, the idea is that a student will appreciate that what are the challenges that an architect or a planner or a designer who has his own office, what are the challenges that they face. So that is why there is regular interaction with professional architects. So in multiple ways, the idea is to showcase to the student the challenges of opening up your own office. And if you have any queries, any help that you require in terms of funding, in terms of offices, or in terms of softwares. So there are mentors, there are teachers who will guide you regularly during the 5 years till the time you are able to prepare your portfolio and you're ready to open up your office.
Thank you so much, sir. So there is another query from Marin Paul, and the query is that can you please elaborate a bit more about interior design opportunities and career paths?
Right. So interior design is a rich and upcoming field, and a lot of focus now on interior design. We are seeing a lot of firms now which are offering placements to our students who are only looking at interior design. So a lot of big firms who are doing fit outs for offices in Delhi, in metros, who are doing big projects like shopping malls, who are doing showrooms. So a lot of opportunity for interior design students. The roadmap, like I discussed, again, it's very similar. We are looking at giving maximum exposure to the students on sites, on hands-on projects, on live projects, experiential learning in terms of interior design, in terms of the materials that you use, in terms of the concepts, the new concepts which are being used all over the industry. You will be taken through to eventually put you and place you in the firms. Also, our placement teams are in touch with interior design firms all over India. So we are in regular touch with them, and we are sending them regular emails in terms of what is the kind of student support, what is the kind of placements that these firms require. So our intention is to match the students with those firms and get them placed in the top firms.
Thank you so much, sir. So we'll take up another question from Jail Singh. He wants to know that what is the placement percentage of LPU architecture batch since last 5 years? And we have seen it already. Yes, sir. So if you
So,
want to, sir, add on something to this.
so in terms of, if I understand correctly, you're talking about the total number of students placed, right? In terms of how many students are there. So I would say in architecture, it's very, very high. It would be close to 95%, because all our students who want to go into the profession, unless somebody wants to leave the profession and get married or wants to join the family business, otherwise all our students, 95% of our students go into the profession. Either they are working with a firm or they have opened up their own offices. So in terms of percentage, I think in architecture, it's very, very high.
Yes, sir, I completely agree, and we have seen that in your presentation, sir. So moving on to the next question. So there is a question from Karanveer. He wants to know that is curriculum of LPU is in accordance with the national level competitions like NASA, Transparency, etc., and how faculty of School of Architecture assist in the same.
So our curriculum is obviously approved by the Council of Architecture, which is looking at the curriculum of all the architecture schools all over India. But they have allowed certain degree of divergence from their curriculum, and LPU seeks to take advantage of that. And we have included experiential learning, professional learning. We have included courses which give students benefit of other streams as well, like interior design or planning. We have electives which are offered to the students. So the intention is to not only look at the prescribed curriculum, but give professional inputs so that students can take their careers to a higher level.
Thank you so much, sir. So we'll take up last but not the least question. Sir, and Tendi wants to know that what policies do LPU have to ensure student well-being to make a student self-motivated during the course, sir? So how to make a balance? They want to know.
Within the school, you have the system of mentors. So our students are regularly in touch with their mentors and their faculty members. So if they have any issue, which could be academic issue, could be something related to the hostels, something related to the campus, whether they want to an activity, a cultural activity, any issue they have, they can raise it with their mentors, and the mentors will help them to solve that issue. Also, we have a department of student relationship. Students can regularly visit the student relationship department and discuss with them. These issues could range again from academic issues, could range from psychological issues, could range from entrepreneurial issue where a student wants to set up, earn some money in the job on campus. So there is lot of support. There are departments, there is medical department, there is counseling and happiness department. So a lot of support is available at LPU through centralized as well as school infrastructure, school faculty members and mentors for the students. So there's regular counseling.
Absolutely, sir. So, sir, thank you so much for resolving all the queries of our attendees. And now we'll quickly move to our admission expert, Ms. Megha Singh. So, ma'am, over to you for the admission part of the university.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, ma'am. So I'll take forward from here. And I hope, ma'am, that my presentation is visible.
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Okay, so very well, good afternoon to all the attendees who are in this particular webinar today. A very warm welcome to you. So basically, I would like to focus upon the infrastructure facilities and how to take admission in our amazing university. But before that, let me walk through I just want to showcase certain glimpses of what our students have done. So this is basically a very, a short glimpse of what our students have done in Tokyo Olympics in 2020. Recently, our students have also lifted up the runners-up trophy at the Khelo India University Games. You can see the tally of the medals that our students have brought. Coming to the rankings of our university, we have been ranked at 74th globally, and this is by the Times Higher Education Impact Rankings 2022. Nonetheless, we also have been ranked at 36th position in India, and this is the World University Rankings 2022, again by Times Higher Education. And we have also been ranked at number 3. This is the Atal ranking of innovations on innovative achievements. Coming to the kind of opportunities and what are the various facilities that the university provides. So campus life, first of all, I would like to tell you that a good amount of visitors, right from the prime ministers to presidents of various countries which have graced on our convocations, to the celebrities, they have interacted with our students, and they have also been a part of our LPU activities. I was going through the webinar, and when Ms. Ruby was asking a question about entrepreneurship, I'd like to tell you, very glad to tell you that we do have our own startup school, which was started keeping in mind to instigate and motivate the students to create jobs for other people and reduce the problem of unemployment in India. These are some glimpses of various celebrities which have interacted with our students, be it on inductions, be it on freshers, and socials, and so on. Coming to the infrastructure facilities, no doubts about it, our university has got the best infrastructure facilities available. This is one of the pictures of our amphitheater, where a lot of club activities, nukkad nataks, these kinds of social programs, they do take place. We have auditoriums. This one auditorium that you are watching, it has a capacity of 3,500 plus individuals, and all our domestic and international events of repute, they take place over here. This is one of the auditoriums that we are having. This is our university mall, all kinds of basic amenities, shops, easily accessible for the students. We are having a very good, well-storied library, central library, where all amounts of books, databases, references for you, so that you don't have any problems when you are studying here or for research. Bowling arena, gym and spa. We have got a full-fledged uni hospital, 24/7. If anything requirement is there. We've got an ambulance service, we've got our residents, we've got our nurses to attend to. And we've also got an indoor, stadium. We've got indoor badminton areas. We've got 3 swimming pools, all weather season pools that are available for our students. Right. So coming to how are you going to visit LPU for your admissions? One is that you can visit to us Monday to Sunday. We are here 9 to 5 p.m. Monday to Saturday, and from 10 to 4 on Sunday. We are physically present in the university itself. Otherwise, you can also log on to www.lpu.in, and then you can from there study also about what are the various courses that we are offering, as well as how to apply online. So in a very quick manner, let me take you, I'll physically demonstrate here how to actually look for programs. Now, if you see the, if you open any Google, over there, if you type on lpu.in, it will take you to a landing page like this, right? Now, over here, it asks you, find your program. So let's say, for example, I'm looking, my last qualification is class 12, and I'm looking for a program in planning. So what will I do is, qualification, I have selected as 12th. And in the discipline, I have selected as planning. The moment I choose that, my dear students or attendees, you can see it is automatically giving me the program available in this university. So that is the program of B Plan. So let me further click upon it. Once you click upon it, you will get the detailed information as to what is the duration of this program, how many total semesters are there, what are the program details, what is the minimum amount of eligibility criteria that I need to meet, what are the key highlights of the programs. I can also check the various rankings that the university has achieved. Then what are the various subjects that I will be exposed to or taught to in my first, second, third, fourth year? What are the various electives, as Dr. Singla has already discussed about in his presentation? The most important part, what will be my fee structure? What is the fees? What kind of scholarships am I being, I can, vouch for, or I can go ahead with? So if I take this program of B Planning, these are the scholarships that are available. I can either take a scholarship based upon whatever my qualifying exam is, that is LPU Nest or any other national level exam, on the basis of the LPU Nest exam, on the basis of NATA, JEE mains, if I have appeared, what kind of rank I have got. And we are also providing special scholarships. For example, if you have got your own startup, you've done some innovative activity, some entrepreneurial skill you've got, basis of sports. If you're a topper of an education board, you can go through this as well. Financial aid, it is also present. So you can check according to your discretion where you are falling, and then we and my team, we are happy to help you as well. Now, how to apply? As I said, that you can either visit our campus or you can also apply from the comfort of your home online. The various steps are already presented over here. Like, what is the step 1? You have to sign up, application, apply for Nest, and book your exam slot, right? So if the LPU Nest you're booking for, right now the exam is taking place online. So you can go ahead and click upon this tab, and it will take you to a page where you can always apply. But very important thing to all the dear attendees who are attending this webinar, please do not forget what are the important dates that are required. So for this program, the last date of admission is 30th of June. So if you are planning to go ahead and take out this degree of B Planning, the last date of admission is 30th of June. If you are looking forward to get some more scholarship, right? Then for applying of LPU Nest also 3 days before the last date of admission, you need to book in the similar manner, right? Apart from this, I've also received certain queries that, we have forgotten the previous webinar. We kind of forgotten that, the webinar was conducted. No worries. I'll just tell you in a quick manner. You can go to admissions. On the left-hand side, you can see over here LPU's Edu-Fair webinars. Now, if you click upon this tab, it will take you to a page where are all previous webinars that we have done so far, right, with the various heads of departments, heads of schools, faculties. And the upcoming webinars, you will see all the details over here, which you can mark in your calendar. And you have forgotten to, some particular webinar that you've forgotten to attend, not to worry. These are our past webinars. If you click upon it, you will get the complete recording and you can go ahead with that, right? Thank you so much, all the dear attendees. Thank you so much, Ms. Ruby. Over to you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for the detailed information about the admission part. So with this, we'll conclude our today's webinar. I would like to express my appreciation to the experts for their valuable contribution to our webinar, which was on the topic Career Prospects in Architecture and Design. And my deepest gratitude goes to all who attended this webinar and helped to make it such a successful one. And experts, I'm sure your years of experience, your years of research will definitely help the audience to choose the right path. So with this, till next time, I, Ruby Gill, finally sign off the session. Thank you, everyone.